Hello guys, and welcome back to Let's Play the Talos Principles Blind. Wow, Talos Principle Blind, there's only one of them. I wanted there to be two for some reason. Last time we did some section, it's section 6 it looks like. It's actually been about 3 weeks since we recorded this, but you guys won't know that because we're still uploading on a weekly basis.
Yeah, so suddenly I have to remember, what was I doing?
Well, we just got through the first 6 sections, so theoretically we're up to section 7.
Right, which is the other way, apparently. Okay.
Numerical order and all that.
Yes. And section 8 is not available. And
I imagine that brick wall will fall down at some point. Because it's just a very obvious brick wall there. But I have not been paying attention to see if all these were here originally either, so...
Yep, so this one we've got red things, and green things, and the star.
Uno star.
Yes.
And things to read, hooray!
Hey, wow, look, it's like sunset, it's dusk. Before it was always really sunny.
That is true. Before we didn't actually have the time period. It was like the game was a computer simulation, and there wasn't actually a difference in time.
And now it's different. Ooh, look, there's stuff on the ground.
I have not noticed that before. I'm not going to say it hasn't been there, but I certainly have never noticed it.
Yeah, there's, what's it, a lion with it's a lion mermaid, something or other.
It's a Snyan, which is a snake and a lion.
Mm-hmm. And...
topless girl with centipede tail.
No, she's got a leg there. See, I think she's riding the serpent.
Oh, possibly.
Yes, and there's a man, I think, with a horse. Maybe a centaur, I don't know. Anyway, it's interesting. I like it. And there's walls.
And people with noses.
Yes.
And what the hell is that? That's a family? That's a happy family. We're gonna order some food.
Yes.
When I was in 9th grade, my parents took me to Pompeii. At first, I was amazed by the feeling of walking through an ancient city. But then I suddenly got scared. I realized that I was walking through a real place, where real people had lived, people like myself, with mothers and fathers and lives and hopes and dreams. And now it was all gone forever. I ran to my father, crying, and told him about this. And he said, I remember so clearly, he said, yes, but we are here. So long as there are people in the streets, the past isn't really gone.
Well, that's disappointing, considering that we're like the only people here, except for holograms of us that we run away from.
Oh, I forgot about the hologram. Yes. I was like, ah! Alright, your turn reading things.
I think we're already supposed to get a 9, but I guess look at it again. And then ask me anything! She examined the symbol on the fragment she'd found in the buried city. Again the owl. But what could its significance be? It seemed as if it had been scattered in the labyrinth by some unseen hand for purposes that yet elude. Most likely the owl had a signal in the author of these words, which had so a nebulous memory, as if the previous life. The owl was the symbol of Athena, and the goddess... Okay, symbol of something. And the goddess outside, under the moon. Or perhaps the city walls when the wind rose. There was no time to contemplate this further now, for the automations had seen her, and her mechanical arms extended towards the fragment and ran as their beams converged on. That's interesting. The very last 2 bits of fragmented data, go to Athena again, were $, whatever that symbol is.
It's this hurricane symbol.
$, £, hurricane, and then $, hurricane. I wonder if that is actually relevant. The fact that it's the same 3 characters, but just in a different order.
Maybe.
Why did they have 103 discussions on the singularity prior to this one? You know, the more I think about it, the more I believe that no one is actually worried about AIs taking over the world or anything like that. No matter what they say, what they're really worried about is that someone might prove, once and for all, that consciousness can arise from matter. And I kind of understand why they find it so terrifying. If we can create a sentient being, where does that leave the soul? Without mystery, how can we see ourselves as anything other than machines? And if we are machines, what hope do we have that death is not the end? What really scares people is not the artificial intelligence on the computer, but the natural intelligence they see in the mirror. That's interesting. I think there is a certain degree of, it's called the uncanny valley, whenever you have the ability of things to be fragmented which cannot be discerned from the actuality. And as you get closer and closer to that, it's like, I'm sure most of you know about the uncanny valley, but it's like whenever you have something like a cartoon, we can look at cartoons that are obviously fake, and we can completely, it doesn't bother us. You know, we can watch something by Pixar, or we can watch, an old Disney film. But as you make androids, or you make computer animation that gets closer and closer and closer to what is real life, the closer it gets to what shouldn't bother us, the more it does, because it for a second tricks our mind into thinking it's real, and then the subtle little nuanced things that aren't right just completely aren't right.
I don't think that's what it's saying.
Oh.
I think it's saying if you can make a consciousness from a machine, then we are just meat machines, therefore there is no thing such as the soul, therefore when we die, that's it.
Well, that's what I'm pseudo saying. It's that as we are able to replicate humanity perfectly, it gets very, very uncomfortable.
Ah, because you have to look at that. Right. Okay.
As one of the founders of modern science of pneumatics, many credit you with inventing the term itself. How do you see the state of science today? Sorry, I said science twice. Wait, did they? I guess modern science and then science. Mixed. On one hand, the existence... I don't know if this is a guy or girl.
Nadia? Nadia's, I think, a girl name.
I think so, too. Unfortunately, I thought the whole thing was for Nadia, so I started with her voice, and now I'm just like, I can't do another voice. Crap. Mixed. On one hand, the existence of the Institute of Applied Pneumatics and a couple of similar organizations is highly encouraging. On the other hand, the degree to which science has been seen serving purely military or corporate causes is, in my opinion, stopping us from exploring many important avenues of research. In a sense, it's people like Alexandria Dranan who are the real pioneers today, and who have the enthusiasm and dedication that the system as a whole seems to be lacking. Do you think technology poses a danger to humanity? No. Technology is just a tool. What we do to it is up to us. Well, the Extended Lifespan Project, is it crazy or visionary? Both. Scroll down.
There we go.
Oh, is it crazy or visionary? Both. Arcade, is that you? So far, all puzzles are solvable and completely within necessary parameters. Alexandra had some more tweaks that she wanted to suggest, but I think we're heading in the right direction here. And that's also interesting. It looked like a separate email got
shoved in there.
Yeah. Like, so the data's been being more and more corrupted as we keep going.
Alright, well there we go.
I love those sections.
Because you get to read and do your voices.
That's why I'm here.
Is it really?
Well, why else am I here? Do you think you could not solve those puzzles if I was not here?
I could totally solve them.
I know. So that is the one indisputable thing that I've contributed to the Let's Play so far.
I thought it was witty banter between the two of us.
Well, I guess that's true. Although you could do that as well, it just would be more awkward.
I could witty banter with just myself?
Absolutely.
I think that would be boring. I mean, maybe that's me not thinking highly enough of myself. I am pretty good at monologuing, but, banter is typically a dialogue type thing, not a monologue type thing.
I do have to say, this has nothing to do with what we're directly talking about. But I was watching, I think I've showed it to you too, something on the way Shakespeare was actually meant to be. And they were discussing the fact that you can't go through the wall.
I know. I just wanted to hump it a little bit.
Shakespeare was talking about the fact you can't go through walls.
What's he now?
Totally.
Fancy.
There was something about the original monologues. Although in modern renditions of Shakespeare, they're all very highfalutinous. I have no idea if that's a term.
Okay.
But they were very much interested in discussing very, very high-tech things, but realistically, that's not really the way that, in the original text, it was... Yeah, I don't think these things attack you.
No, they don't. No, they do smack me, though, so I can't just block it with myself.
Right.
I can't just stand there and be like, nope.
But
It's
no,
worth a try.
they're talking about in the original monologue. The actual original monologues were really designed as it was a moment where the audience member, because Shakespearean plays, because there were no lights back then, were shown at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Right. So it was bright.
And so the entire point of the old monologues was so the actor would be up on stage and literally looking down at the audience and asking them questions. It wasn't meant to be this big soul-searching moment.
Really?
So you'd look down and you'd be like, well, what should I do? You know, my father's, you know, and it would just be a question sort of posed. They weren't supposed to answer, the audience.
Oh, but you were talking to... They were breaking the fourth wall.
Very much so.
Wow. Okay. I don't think there's supposed to be a block in here. It said
No.
that there was a box.
I think I see it.
Where?
Grab that.
That.
And if you go down that way, you can bypass the first of them and actually drop it to where it traps the second one of them. Because you can hit it from here, totally.
You go fast. I don't know if that'll actually work.
I'm not sure either now that I'm looking at it.
I mean,
Try it.
maybe. Well, hang on. He needs to come back faster.
Even if not, perhaps possibly he actually stays away for long enough for us to at least get through.
Oh, yeah. Okay, maybe. I blocked it myself. There.
Go through.
Alright.
Okay, so that does that. And now we have a box.
Yay.
Now we have a box.
Oh. Let me back out. No. Let me back out. Okay, box.
And what else is in here that we need?
There's another connector. There is another point, and then there is the letter.
So theoretically, if we
Fine.
just drop that and attach it to the beam right there. Can you attach it to the beam?
No, I don't think so.
Okay,
You have to attach to the connector.
so here's what if you took the box,
Hang on. Okay, box. And do what with it?
put it at the end so it actually goes over those guys instead of being interrupted when it goes through them?
Oh, yeah. That's right. Because it. Alright, so if I put the box here and then put it on top, then.
That's what I'm thinking.
I was thinking it blocked, but.
I was too originally, but then I saw there were 2 of them and we only had 1 block.
Yes. Okay.
Because we'll also be able to connect the other one to it since it's elevated.
So.
We want to connect to you. Click.
Select.
And click that as well.
Select, and then. Why did it. Ah. There. Okay. It's. You know what? Select.
Interface!
There we go. Okay. Why did it?
It looks like you're just catching the edge.
Well, I have it, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
No, I might need to move it.
No, you're fine.
Obviously, this one has a delay, so it has to be on long enough for it to. Okay.
Should've trust me.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have to wait a minute.
Yep.
Come on.
We have solved the puzzle. Now, what is up with the blue one?
Blue what?
There's also a blue place right at the entrance.
Up here?
Yeah, if you climb that ladder, there is a blue.
Yes, there's a blue discovery field or whatever.
Where's it coming from?
Oh, yes. I bet there's a star over there.
Probably.
But yeah, I don't see a blue connection point at all.
I don't either, and I'm curious about that. Let's look around one more time. Jesus, it's gonna bug me.
Sure.
So there's the entrance.
That's the entrance / exit. And this is red. And if I come through here. Okay, I don't. So that's that. And over here,
I have one idea.
there's nothing in the blue realm.
Go through that gate as soon as you can.
Marking on it.
Dang it!
Rude.
Okay, what's down that way?
Ah, yes, I did not go this way.
Nothing.
A fence and a wall and nothing.
So yeah, I have no idea. Well, I guess check back there just to be thorough.
There's an alcove.
And another alcove. Okay. So yeah, guys, if you see a blue thingy, then you can tell us we're dumb in the comments, and you will be correct, because I definitely do not see one.
Yep. Nope. Nothing here. Weird.
And when I first saw that, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be one of those like dual path thingies, but then I just never bloody saw the blue one.
Weird.
Oh well.
Okay.
There are worse things in the world than not finding a star.
Yeah. Oh, I wished I could stay up there and look around a minute, but it wouldn't let me. Anyway, alright.
That is not an angle you are meant to view the game from.
Alright.
So that one seemed... Wow, there's not even a star there. What is the point of that, then? I guess that was just a red herring.
Well, okay. It did say something about, like, the puzzles are all solvable within normal parameters, and that makes logical sense. But that she was wanting to add different tweaks to them or something, so maybe that's one of those things that they added to kind of see what you would do with it. You
So
know,
we got
how
psychoanalyzed.
doggedly you would try to get this thing when there's no possible way. What do you do with the impossibility of winning?
Well, then we just got psychoanalyzed by the game.
Maybe. What is this?
Yeah, now you found a thing.
Yes, I found
You found the White Cliffs of Dover. Well, this isn't beautiful. I mean, I've seen like cliffs, but I don't remember seeing an ocean before. Something tells me we should not go swimming, though. Have you ever been to the ocean?
Oh yes, several times. I've been to the white sand, beautiful blue of Florida, beautiful blue waters. I've also been to the, kind of gnarly seaweed covered, smelly brown water of Corpus Christi.
I'm sorry.
The ocean makes you feel absolutely tiny.
Apparently we're a floating robot.
In the beginning were the words, and the words made the world. I am the words are everything. Where the words end, the world ends. You cannot go forward in an absence of space. Repeat. In the beginning were...
God says no.
Wow, I got beamed back to the beginning.
And in the beginning there was a portal.
That was nice.
That was kind of cool, actually.
I kind of wish I hadn't drowned. I would have liked to look around a little more. I might go back. All right now, though.
All right.
It's a square. What is this? Oh, well, I guess that's a valid Tetris piece is a square.
Yep.
It's just a weird... It's the one you hate. Oh, you hate the square. At least I do.
No, I hate the freaking, like, that piece.
Oh, the Z piece?
Yes. Windows into a labyrinth.
Okay. I wish some of these things had heads. What is this? Doesn't even... Was it a... It just looks like it used to be a column.
Yeah, it looks like a pedestal or something. Maybe you should sit there.
I can't sit. There is no button for sitting. There's a button for jumping, but not one for sitting.
Oh, we have a red thingy.
Those red thingies kind of freak me out because they make me think of like lasers in Dead. You know, in other games. All right. So
Yeah,
that's
you
that.
first see them and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, wait, never mind.
All right.
I see the windows now.
Yes, there are windows. Very good. Here's this.
So pretty obvious what we do with this, at least at first. I'm sure it will get less obvious later.
All right. So, yeah, there's something to open up back here. So that's pretty straightforward. What? Okay, my controller was just vibrating like nuts. It was
Oh,
like-
okay. I was like, what do you mean what? You're connecting it.
No, I know that, but my the controller doesn't do that, and then all of a sudden it was just. I was like, what am I doing? Is something killing me? What? No.
Do you know where you're going? Oh,
Okay, so if I connect to here
you can get
with
there.
another, then I can go there. But the question is there another connector around? Okay, and here's that. And a connector. Very good. There's a door here. Okay, and this. Alright.
This seems awfully straightforward.
It does. And a jammer. Very nice.
Wait.
What?
I thought the piece was in here.
No. There's another door.
I could have sworn I saw the piece just rotating over here, which I was super confused about why it was so easy.
No.
Well, there should have been.
Crazy man. Okay, so
So initially, I guess we'll probably jam this door and see what's behind it.
okay, and then there's this.
Okay.
Hold on. Wait a minute. So basically, we need the laser beam to come down this way.
Yes.
And what? I'm gonna get the jammer. Can I walk around? I think I can walk around because that's where the laser beam's coming from.
Walk around to where?
To where I'm at. Can I? If I had the jammer, could I come in over here? No.
Oh, no, I don't think so. But I do think the jammer can jam me open the first door.
It could. Yes, and then I get it. Okay. Alright. I think I do anyway. I could be wrong.
Impossible.
Okay, so this one. This is a big puzzle.
It is.
It's very far apart.
I feel like this was the last puzzle of this section. Because we do seem to do that. We always hit the very last puzzle early.
And then the other ones are so easy by comparison.
Exactly. We never go in the right order.
Okay, wait, I didn't need to jam that.
Well, I think we do because we don't want to leave that jammer here.
I can jam it from the outside.
I guess you could, but I don't know why you would.
Oh, right, because I need it.
We're gonna have to come back in here.
Okay, alright, so that's jammed. Alright, so then this, we're gonna come up here.
Come on, chameleon.
Oh. I could connect to that one just to have something to connect to. Because that's what I was wondering. I was like, if I have to have something to connect it to.
I don't think you do.
Maybe right.
I'm pretty sure that's not going to work if you try and go through the...
No, I'm sure it wouldn't, but... Okay, stay set.
Alright, so now we can take our other ones back inside. Take our toys back inside.
What was that noise?
I don't know. And then, yeah, we'll bring the jammer back over here.
Keep
Sounds-
hearing things.
I know, it sounded like there was a space shuttle landing or something.
Yes, and then I was hearing... I thought that was like a car.
Well, I obviously have a more fertile imagination than you do.
Obviously.
I hear a space shuttle, you hear a car.
Yeah, but I thought I heard something else. Like, this game is gonna be slowly messing with us, as opposed to like Silent Hill, which is more just like, yeah, jump at you, or something like that. Whereas this is just the slowly messing with your head.
So, interesting.
I was just curious.
Oh no, I'm glad you did.
Right? I want to
So-
look at. If there's an alcove, I'm going to go into it.
We definitely want to get back there, because I think there's another thing back there.
Yes, yeah. There is another. So I go here, I connect to that, and then I connect to that, and there we go.
Alright, and is this another connector?
It is a connector, yes. So,
Ashram.
mhm.
And then there's one in the very back, I think.
Yeah, there's one back here, which
You can connect to that one.
I don't know if I can. Because the farther away I get, I can't. I mean, maybe.
I think you can make it.
Hey, look, I can do it. Hooray.
Now the problem is going to be
Hmm?
back here.
Okay, but there's no way.
Okay, wait. So there's two of them there. Wait. Go to the blue. There's that one, and then behind it, there's that one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, obviously the jammer for one of them.
Well, yes, but how would I know it said a thing about windows, but
I don't see any windows to get back there.
there's no window once you're back there either.
Okay. So question. Go
What?
next to that.
Next to what?
Next to the thing that we're hitting with the connector. How straight a shot would you need to get here from where we are outside? Could you get a beam straight from there? I think you can. We'll probably have to move that guy, but I bet you can.
Yeah, I think if I stood here and I moved the first one back a little bit, I think I could get it right there.
Because that would
Then
free
I-
us two more connectors.
One more. Where is one?
Well, okay, but we would end up with two, because we have one that's not doing anything right now. So you have a total of 3 connectors.
Right. Okay, so I'm gonna move this one. So then I'm gonna move this one. I'm gonna put it here where I can see over there. Okay, so that's that.
And then, okay, wait, look down the other hallway.
What?
I want to make sure that that one is positioned in a way where we can get the third connector to touch it. So it would need to be... We need to be able to put it there and see back this way. I think you can do it. Okay.
Well, yeah, I think I could. Okay, so I'm going to get... I have to go get my jammer.
One problem.
What?
We also need to get the jammer on the other side of that thing.
I think that... This is a very complicated puzzle.
It is.
There. I think it could be done.
I think so too. Okay.
I got it, because see, I've got the other one. I
Right,
can put
so-
it in there, and then I can jam it from the other side,
Exactly.
and then I can pull it out.
I agree.
Yeah.
So it'll just take some doing, but we can get it done.
Okay, so select, next, there we go.
Now we can move the jammer to the other side.
And then I jam it.
So we can grab this
Outside.
guy. Awesome. We're smart.
Yes, okay. Good.
And then we'll just run over here. Go a whoop-de-woo down this hallway. Go that way slightly. There we go.
Okay. And I go get my jammer.
Yep. And we win the game. Or at least the puzzle. Whew. That was a thing, Ivy.
Indeed it was, and here is our just reward. A brick.
We got a Lego!
It's not even red on all of the sides. It's got a gray backer.
Which, it took them more work to not make it correct.
Yeah, okay, from a game design point of view, yes. Alright, so that was awesome.
We win the pennant.
Sort of. At least I didn't have a weird blue herring.
Well done, well done.
Okay.
Alright. Next puzzle, which will probably be easier.
I hope so. Actually, not really. I'm not terribly... Ooh, hey look.
Oh boy, it's another thread. Seek out those in this world that will help you. Though there is only one of us can trust in, we will all share both the burden and the rewards.
What are they, a singing monk?
You've changed. Everything I do now, I do for those who come after me. Yet in so doing, I find the peace for myself as well. This paradox is the foundation of my existence. Oh. You changed.
Yep. Alright.
So, into puzzle number 3, with the blue L. It's locked from the inside.
It's green. It's not a blue L, it's a green L.
I'm colorblind.
You are not.
They don't know that.
He's totally not colorblind. Moonwalk.
Do 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 do.
That's MC Hammer, not.
Are you saying you can't moonwalk to MC Hammer?
I suppose you could.
So obviously we connect those.
I don't think so. Look at the paintings. They
That's a
seem-
sculpture. Oh, those paintings.
Those paintings, they're different than what used to be, but
They're a little bit more stylized.
yeah, they're different ones than was in other areas, but they're still nice. Okay, so this.
I I feel confident that, yes, we should do that in a way where we can eventually hit it from the other side of that.
Yes, well, you could. So there you
That's just from the turn lock from the inside. I have a feeling that's going to involve that.
go. Yeah, because if I brought it over here, then
Right, you wouldn't be able to use it later. I don't know that we'll necessarily need to, but I want to. This is such a colorful game.
and I rather like the clouds that it's at sunset and stuff.
And that there's shadows, and it's very well detailed for an indie game.
I agree.
You know, I'm used to indie games that are not. I mean, it's like because they're indie games, there are options.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's another connector in there, so theoretically we just get the connector and bring it out, and then we use it.
Ooh, and a blue one.
Right. But
How in the world?
I think it's actually the opposite.
Okay, I steered you wrong.
You did. I think we need to be able to connect
From there.
over here instead of the other way.
I led you down a path of sin.
But the first time, you take me out to eat like all the time, and gluttony said, "Look, I'm feeling lunch myself." Okay, so that one and this one. I don't think that's right, but
Yeah, that feels a little. 'Cause, yeah, we're going to need the other one in order to connect the blue here.
Hang on. It's a buzzing noise.
There is. That sounds like something I'm not going to comment on.
At first I thought it was a cow. And I was like, no, wait. Cows don't go brrr. I mean, they do, but they stop eventually.
Okay, and
Okay.
we can actually use that connector to get another connector before we connect the blues.
Yes. Connect the blues. La 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 la.
They're blue dabba dee dabba die.
Oh.
That does not work.
Well, I thought it would take the...
I didn't say anything because I thought it might work too.
It was worth a try. Okay.
It's a flower.
Yes.
When I was a kid, I could not hear the word flower without thinking of Bambi.
Okay. Whenever we've talked about this game, because it's a game about philosophy and puzzles, but whenever I hear the word philosophy, I think of a little Asian man from the Fifth Element, like the Chinese food, like cart floating boat guy. So he's always like, good philosophy, see good and bad, I like every single time. Okay, so that's a door.
That's going to be hard to get around. I have a feeling we're going to have a red portal back behind here, and I won't know what to do with it. No, it's a blue portal.
Okay, the blue one goes over there and
Back towards the beginning.
towards the red area.
And then there's a
it's
red,
a red
here.
area. Okay, so I get it.
Yeah, I get it
get
too.
it. I don't know if I can connect to it correctly, because I know I can. I can totally connect to it.
Awesome.
I win.
Now we just have to fiddle with things for a bit.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna laser my own ass. Actually, I guess the laser's coming from the other way. So
I was going to say, that's not your ass. I mean, granted, I don't quite know how you're assembled, but
there. Now I'm lasering my ass.
do you feel accomplished?
Yes. That was my goal.
Ivy, what'd you do today? I lasered my own ass.
That sounds like I'm gonna get tattoo removed. But I like my tattoo.
I don't think you have one on your ass, do you?
It's on my hip.
Alright. So we have successfully unlocked it from the inside.
We think so.
We did. I have faith in us.
Are you sure?
Limp Bizkit told me so.
Your biscuit?
Limp Bizkit.
Oh. Right. You are so out of the 90s. You need to learn some new songs.
I don't know what songs since then have to do with faith.
I don't know. But that wasn't even a Limp Bizkit song. That was a cover of an old like George Michael song from the 80s.
I suppose that's true. I don't know any other Limp Bizkit songs. I didn't like the band. They just played that one on the radio like forever.
Yes.
But anyway, after getting lambasted for my poor taste in music, we're going to have to end the episode here. I will see you all next time, and so will Ivy, or more correctly, we will talk to you next time, because I don't think we actually see you. None of you have sent me fan pictures yet. What is wrong with you?
I don't want them to send me fan pictures. I've received things like that before, and just no, you can send gifts from my Amazon. I will totally take. You can buy me presents. That's fine. Pictures, no. Okay. Thank you.
You're no fun. You should post pictures that she doesn't want to be seen in the comments, so everyone can appreciate them. I'm sure that will not turn bad at all.
I don't think you can do that on YouTube.
So you can post links.
Whoo!
I'm going to regret saying that. Anyway, guys, I will see you next time.